Mattress Firm's Save Big Sale ends Tuesday. Save up to $400 on top-rated mattresses. Plus, get 0% APR for 6 years, 0 down, and 0 due at signing. It's as easy as sign, save, and sleep. And get a free adjustable base with any purchase of $6.99. Visit MattressFirm.com or a store near you for these great deals. Only at Mattress Firm. Offer valid with qualifying purchase. Restrictions apply. Call 1-866-780-6220 for credit costs and terms. For new accounts, purchase APR is 29.99%. Subject to credit approval. Valid at participating locations only. For offer details, visit mattressfirm.com/sale.
Hi, welcome to the Subway ad for $2.99 subs. How would you like it?
I'll take Drill Sergeant, please.
You got it.
All right, now listen up. I want each and every one of you to drop and give me a 6-inch meatball marinara, cold cut combo, veggie delight, or Black Forest ham on your choice of bread with any veggies you want for just $2.99 each.
Sir, yes, sir!
Subway! Make it what you want at participating restaurants. Additional charge for extras plus applicable tax. No additional discounts or coupons may be applied.
Have you ever thought about opening your own mobile cart or kiosk business? Maybe the facility you manage could establish new revenue by adding coffee, food, or retail services. Cart King International can be the answer to your needs. Cart King is a North American designer and manufacturer of the finest mobile coffee, food, and retail carts and kiosks. Cart King has been working with clients and corporations across North America for 20 years, providing innovative designs, custom manufacturing, and timely delivery. Carts and kiosks are fun, and so are the dozens of designs on our website. Please visit us today at www.cart-king.com or just call us at 1-877-986-7771 and get your sales rolling.
PureSoapFlakes.com, 218-568-2525. Have you ever heard of Castile Soap? Pure Soap Flake Company handcrafts fine soap bars, laundry powder, and concentrated soap flakes using organic vegetable oils from their northern Minnesota facility. Bathe your body and wash your clothes with Pure Soap products that are free of fragrance, GMOs, palm oil, sodium lauryl sulfate, and synthetic additives. Keep it clean, folks. Pure Soap Flake Company products are kind to living creatures and sensitive skin, safe for drains and waterways, and work great in high-efficiency washers and top and front-loading machines. Order today at PureSoapFlakes.com or give them a call, 218-568-2525, 218-568-2525. Pure Soap Flake Company is a proud member of the Handcrafted Soap and Cosmetic Guild.
Tina Helmuth is writing an ongoing series of fact-fiction books that boldly takes on today's most heinous crimes, the abduction, sexual trafficking, and cannibalization of our children. Suffer the Little Children, The Wrath of the Father, and Unbreakable. Deeply researched and mixed with the supernatural, good versus evil makes these thrillers hard to put down, shining a light on the root cause of these crimes and introducing a spiritual solution. Justice will be served. Available at lulu.com in paperback or ebook.
It's the Opperman Report. Join digital forensic investigator and PI Ed Opperman for an in-depth discussion of conspiracy theories, strategy of New World Order resistance, high-profile court cases in the news, and interviews with expert guests and authors on these topics and more. It's the Opperman Report. And now, here is investigator Ed Opperman.
Had said to me, I don't want to hear that techno babble from you, that legalese from you. Well, we were forensic scientists. Science to be used in the law, legalese. But he was poorly equipped to understand any of the issues I was raising and was a duck out of water.
Well, do you think it was just ignorance, or was it cynical that they didn't care, and they wanted to make their case and they didn't care what the facts were?
They can be all sorts of agendas, but let's take a very simple one. We have a crime. The President of the United States says we will leave no stone unturned, unmoved, okay? And when we catch those people, okay, that goes down to the Attorney General, it goes to the Director of the FBI, and they all parrot what they've heard. And they all have got to get their guy. And so they get their guy. And, when it has to do with a bomb coming out of the air, let's just get somebody of Arabic origin. Let's just get one. And I wrote a memo one time, and I said, sure, we're going to find an Arab fellow, and we're going to accuse him of this, whether he did it or not. And at the end of those allegations, we're going to take his life from him. We're going to put him in a Guantanamo Bay or something like that, okay? But the next airplane that comes out of the air, because that was not an air bombing, that was a mechanical failure, we're going to have to learn by killing 2 airplanes full of people instead of 1. But all the people that agreed to go along with the guy up top, all of them, well, they're going to get promoted. They're going to get, they'll get that fat retirement check, and they'll run for some office, or they'll be a director of some whatever, but they'll kill people that way. They will not secure the safety of this nation that way. They will refuse to answer, and so you end up with the messes we saw with the anthrax and the messes we saw with terrorism. And I know I've been present for screaming pitch battles between managers and 1 or 2 or 3 scientists that said this scientific data doesn't back this up. And so, as a kid told me one time, I have a doctorate in chemistry. He had an undergraduate degree in some area of social science. He said, we'll replace you with a bright high school kid who will go along with the rest of the team if we have to. Okay, well, they replaced me.
Well, you beat me to my question, because I was going to say, you were writing memos like that, and was anybody else around you being that objecting like you were, or was it just you?
There were 30 people who came forward when the Inspector General, came forward and voiced their positions when the Inspector General started looking at it. There were 30 people, if not more. There were some mid-level managers that testified for the U.S. Senate, U.S. Congress, who just said what they believed. Dr. Drew Richardson said, the use of controlled question testing polygraph at the FBI is like reading tea leaves. And I'm sitting there in the Senate hearing room, and I'm saying, wait a minute, this is my hearing for my whistleblowing USOB. And there, and I hope he's listening too, because I've told him this before. But I said, okay, well, go ahead, because he got his PhD in psychophysiology. I'm not sure what that is, but the FBI paid for it. And then he said, the polygraph doesn't work the way we're practicing it. It's like reading tea leaves. No, people knew, people agreed, and when they had a chance, when they were forced to testify under oath before the Inspector General, Mike Bromwitz's group, they said, now there's one of them who's a dear friend of mine that said, I agree with the message, but not the messenger. There had to have been another way to fix this. Well, there wasn't. There just wasn't. And so somebody had to take a bullet in the head, and I just said, well, I'll take a bullet in the head.
And what was the straw that broke the camel's back for you? Now, did you become a whistleblower while active duty FBI or after you retired?
The thing that was disappointing to me in the FBI, I had held the FBI in highest regard. And I was in the FBI about 20 minutes. And I hadn't even gone to Quantico yet. And we walked into a room, and this will sound very naive to you, but we walked into this room, and we all got together, and all of those in class 82-1 or 82-3, whatever we were. And they wanted us to sign in as if we got there at 6:30 in the morning. And it was 9 o'clock. And I thought, you know what? This is sort of like stealing. It's like lying. Well, that's kind of naive. Everybody in government lies anyhow, and we all know it. But gradually in the field, I saw this is not what I thought. This is still my family. And for about 4 years in the field, I said, okay, well, you know what? There are bigger things. There's bigger fish to fry. These minor criminal acts of stealing from your travel voucher and signing in that you got here at 6 in the morning when it's 8:30 when you get in front of the register, that sort of thing. Okay. I guess we got bigger fish to fry. But when I got to the crime lab, I said, well, I don't care about how many fish you're going to fry. You know, I'm not tolerating this anymore. I had the direct orders from executive order that said we had to report fraud, waste, abuse, and corruption to the appropriate authority. And then the FBI ordered us, their little documents, or, you know, their orders say, report any indication of misconduct. And so I started doing it. That was in the fall of 1986. There are issues. I don't understand them. Maybe I'm wrong about what I'm looking at. My colleagues around me who were good, moral guys agreed, yep, but there's nothing we can do about this. But we can't do anything to fix this. And it seemed kind of bad to me. Kind of, you know, and again, it's naive, but, you know, you go on you get on an airplane, you go someplace on a mission, and you come back and you turn in a voucher for what you spent. And somebody says, no, you got to take the maximum money. So I braced at that I didn't spend that money. That's stealing. So the way the FBI solved that was for every one of my vouchers, I had to write on them, reimbursement is requested only for expenditures incurred. Every one of my vouchers, I had to request permission not to lie. Well, you know, that's fraud against the government, but you know, it only comes to millions and millions and millions of dollars of American taxpayers' money every year. But that doesn't matter to the FBI or the investigators. Nobody investigates them. But when I saw things wrong in the lab itself and saw this is directly affecting people's lives. FBI agents pocketing money they shouldn't be pocketing is one thing. But when we're coming up with results that are not supported by the data, that we don't understand the uncertainty of what we've got. I talked it to the guys in my unit, and most of them were straight shooters. But they'd already talked it to other people, and they just saw that nothing was going to happen. Well, there was a solution to that, and the solution was report fraud, waste, abuse, and corruption to the appropriate authority. And nobody at that time defined appropriate authority. So I reported to my boss, my boss's boss, my boss's boss's boss, and I come right up the channel until it got to the U.S. Senate. And, oh, darn, you know, if you tell your boss and give him 6 months to fix it and he doesn't fix it and you tell his boss, you incur the wrath of your immediate boss. So you get this whole chain of management that hates your guts. And, okay, so what do they do about it? Well, what they do about it is put you in a corner, send you for what they call a fitness for duty evaluation, so they can take your gun away from you, so you can't be an agent, so they have to fire you. And so they sent me to the shrink and the psychiatrist. And frankly, the psychiatrist came back with this evaluation. I don't remember the order of the adjectives, but I was a narcissistic, obsessive, compulsive perfectionist, or something to that effect. I don't know. Oh my gosh! So,
well, no wonder we. Well, get along. Huh? No wonder we get along.
Yeah, well, you know, I'm continually asking though, did I get it wrong? What am I not seeing? I went to general counsel and I said, I got a problem. These guys are rewriting my reports, and they're altering evidence, and they're testifying on stuff they don't know anything about. And the lady said to me, if you just understood the law. And so I said, well, okay. She says, this is. So I applied got a seat at Georgetown, went for 4 years at night while I was an FBI agent during the daytime. And when I graduated, I went back to the same lady, and she said, you got to practice law. What you get in law school is just theory. So now I practice law. And you know what? I still can't figure out why people think that they should lie in a court of law. I can't figure that out, especially FBI agents. I don't know. I probably hold them to a higher standard, probably too much of a standard. But I still don't get it anyhow.
Well, besides like the psych evaluation and trying to take your gun away, and was there like rank and file, like you didn't hang out with the other guys and you didn't get along with the other guys, that kind of stuff too?
No, I didn't. You know, I didn't push people away from me.
Okay, good.
I have very, very good friends at the FBI. that in fact and we had long discussions even once it hit the news in 95. You know, one of my